they are not current account convertible, capital account convertible, meaning foreigners can't hold Indian rupees, and definitely not outside of India. Indians can't easily hold Forex. I mean, when I say easily, it's possible. There's all these restrictions of free and all that stuff, but there is a lot of restrictions in what they can do and what they can't. Now, the Forex spot market is an over-the-counter market. Banks trade with each other, merchants trade with banks. There's something called authorized dealers, which are typically banks or arms of banks. And here RBI participates big time. We were discussing this earlier, between 4:30 and 5. 5 is when the market closes. They will come in, they decide they don't like the value of the rupee. They will put one huge buy order for dollars with SBI at 4:30. What are you going to do? If they put it at 4:55, there is nothing you can do. Because next day the market will open up because they know RBI is participating. And RBI participates because it wants the rupee to stay in that band. You don't know what that band is, they will never tell you. And they only tell us about 2 months later what they did in the market system. Data comes in 2 months lag. So when you are trading Forex, especially if you are trading USD INR, this is your greatest risk. Now suddenly RBI will say, "Boss, I don't like this, let's just kill all that currency data." And 5 o'clock, gone. So there is a number of other instruments that are used in the market. There are Forex forwards, derivatives and options, which is what we trade. And what happens every month or every day actually is something called an RBI reference rate. This is what your USD INR contract on MSC is linked to. So the trading ends on a Thursday. The Friday's RBI reference rate is used to for an expiry of that contract. I think I'm not sure about this.
Last day of 2 days prior to the working day. Last day of the 31st is the last day of the
month. So 2 days prior.
28th is the expiry. 2 days prior.
So 29th RBI reference rate.
31st.
31st RBI reference.
29th is the last
trading
day.
day.
29th is the expiry and settlement is 31st.
31st, because it's the 30th ka date that is used. 30th ka rate that is used for settlement on the 31st. 31st ka rate. This is even better. You know how RBI reference rate is calculated? They call up banks. They say, what's the rate? The bank says, okay, this much. They put it down. Call up another bank. What's the rate? They take an average of that. This is how our reference rate is calculated. Guess what those banks are? They are players in the same market. So technically, there was a LIBOR crisis, fraud, where banks were doing the same thing. They were bidding the LIBOR low or high because it was the same call up and tell me what your rate is kind of thing. Because of that, banks were giving lower rates for LIBOR than they were actually giving out in the market because they want their trades were in the market. So they are the traders, they are also the guys setting the price. The same thing happens with Forex also. The RBI calls and does this all the time. Banks play the market. They have $100 million, $200 million positions in the derivatives market. So that's another thing to be careful of. Okay, so we've done all this stuff. I'm going to go next exercise. Can you build a product, given all these multi-market things that we've done? If Nifty goes down, you shouldn't lose any money. If the Nifty goes up 10%, will give you 8%. Effectively, 80% of the Nifty move up. So if the Nifty goes up 10% from today, it will give you 8%, this product. If it goes up 20%, it will give you 16%. So how much of the Nifty moves? 80% of that. But it's locked in for 2 years. This is actually an inter-market product. It can't be built using only the equity market or any single market. So I'll give you an example of how. If you take one lot of Nifty, 3.5 lakhs trade, right? Let's assume forget 2 years, I might have that. The NSE has long-term derivatives, right? You've got 2-year Nifty options. What if I were to tell you that take your 3.5 lakh rupees, use a certain portion of it to buy a long-term Nifty option. The remaining put into the debt market.
Discount bond.
Yeah, either a discount bond or you buy like even a fixed deposit. Doesn't matter. If you use 90% of your money, 90 rupees out of 100 to buy a fixed deposit, and it gives you 9% a year, what happens after 2 years? It becomes 108. So you don't lose money on the way down. Even if all that premium is gone, on the way down, you lose nothing. If the Nifty goes up, your option position gives you that kicker, extra 8%. So, yeah, I think we have a problem with the network. So I could actually show you prices. The 2015 8,000 call is trading at 800 rupees. So you can actually buy the 800 call of the Nifty at 800 rupees, which is 10%. 8,000 by 800 is 10%. Remaining 90% you put into a fixed deposit or a debt fund. And net, this portfolio will give you complete freedom, no losses on the downside and about 80% of participation on the other side. So if you draw a chart around that, you'll get this product using 2 markets. Same thing if you wanted to offer to an NRI, you put a currency hedge in and you could offer him a certain dollar based percentage. So now you've got 3 markets. The bond market, the option market and this. So inter-market analysis is largely about being able to construct multiple kinds of products or influences around this. Really done. So Kevin sparing this So we talked about a lot of stuff. I haven't talked about some of these IIP and PMI and all that, but these are various macro elements that impact our markets. And apart from that, I won't talk about this in specific. What happens if you look at the market itself from a 50,000 feet view? You don't look at individual stocks or individual derivatives. You have the VIX at one level. VIX has now become tradable. The VIX gives you an idea of what volatility is expected in the market. You have market-wide indicators like advances and declines. You could actually use these to create trading strategies instead of using strategies that work on individual stocks. I use something called a specific indicator I built, which is the number of Nifty stocks above their 20 DMAs minus the number of Nifty stocks below their 20 DMAs. It's an oscillator. It oscillates between minus 50 and plus 50. And usually gives me a pre-indicator. I can just quickly show that. I don't have it here. But if anybody wants to see that, I can show you. I have a long chart of that. Of course, the last piece that we haven't really paid attention to is global events. Right now, how many of you know what's happening in Ukraine and Russia? Yeah, so Dow was up, what, 100 points? Yeah. Dow was down 50 points. It was 50 when I started. 80 points? Today? Yeah, right now. So, Ukraine attacked some Russian convoy of technically aid. So, nobody knows what that means. This kind of geopolitical war, it doesn't affect us. Russia attacking some Ukraine, what difference? But guess what? Our areas are down 2%. So, there has never been a more interdependent world. You don't know what hits you, and sometimes what you don't know is what hits you. Right? So, to summarize, and I'm really getting done now. So, the macro is trumping the micro today. It's the bigger picture that's more important. Everything is important from multi-market scenario. Stuff that changes in bonds, in currencies, in geopolitical, in the fiscal situations that will affect your equity markets. Never forget tail risks. What seems like a great idea, which is writing strangles, doesn't mean that the Nifty is going to be in this steady range forever. The tail risk is one fine day you will find that Nifty goes either mad on one direction or mad in the other direction, or most likely both. So that's what I have for you guys. Coach Mahir, thank you. If you have
This inflation data, I don't know about current situation, but till 2 months back, of weeks, they used to adjust it. Which one to follow?
there is the question is inflation is adjusted after a few weeks. What happens? It's actually now adjusted once every month. You get headline inflation and what is called revised inflation. Nobody cares about revised inflation. You wouldn't care if I told you because last month's CPI data, which was coming at 7.13, is now 7.46. Nobody cares. They care about the time it was released. 7.13 means 7.13. That's the figure everybody reacts to. So markets react to headline figures. There was one time when somebody in the IIP creation thing altered the whole of the last year's data. Entire 1 year they readjusted because they forgot to include one commodity.
Sugar.
Something, yeah, sugar or something. So in the markets are like, okay, it's headline data that becomes more important. I would like to see revised data because I like to see what the picture is. But markets will react only to headlines. Somebody would come in and say, our last 10 years GDP data was all wrong. Nothing will change. As long as the current data is there, I don't care. So that's my
So is there one authentic source of getting all macro data, or you have to scramble from
The problem is you have to sample from everybody right now because there's not one source. There's RBI for something, there's some IIP is released by MOSPI, which is a ministry. CPI is released by again MOSPI, WPI is released by somebody else. GDP comes from another source or another part of MOSPI. There is currency data comes from markets, current account deficit comes from RBI. So you've got about 40 different sources for the same piece of data. You want to fix that, but there's no one single source for it. Even Bloomberg doesn't have a lot of sources.
in an ideal situation, the money that the government prints should be equal to the GDP.
Money that
The government prints should be equal to the
is okay. So GDP is actually the sum of the value added in the country. The value added will not be equal to the money printed. Because in case I'm adding values, I might print money today to add value tomorrow. I might have used money yesterday's money to add value today. So in both cases, the money printing may not be equal to the total GDP increase at any given year. In fact, it's most likely not going to be the case because there's a velocity of money. The same money that's printed will turn around 5 times. You will take a haircut. The barber will use that money to buy groceries. The grocery shop owner will give the money to a mandi. The mandi guy will buy a tractor. Or give it to the farmer will buy a tractor. So there's a velocity of money that might actually take the same money and create value at 7, 8 different places. So there's a massive multiplier in this whole setup. And sometimes there's a, so when you use money to buy gold, they may not be value created at all. It will be recorded as the GDP, but it may not result in any value created.
The so-called bull market in the Indian stock market, all the FIIs been investing in the Indian market for these many years. Do you maintain a dollar weighted price of the Nifty actually to see what returns the FIIs have made on?
Oh, there is something called a FTs. Yeah, Dolex. So it's there. Yeah, I don't. Oh, they found the. case it becomes difficult because you don't know when
In
people
fact,
are
in
investing.
Sensex you have it. Sensex in a dollar denominated you still have
Is
it.
there?
Nifty is not.
Okay, there was something called a Nifty which I remember,
Yeah.
but I don't know about the, there might be something on a Sensex thing.
Sensex not.
So the index maintainers are maintaining it because these things are to be adjusted for dividends and for, so whenever there's a dividend, the Nifty has to be readjusted upwards. Coal India gave a 10% dividend, so its price would have fallen. But that doesn't mean the Nifty should fall. So the Nifty is adjusted up overnight because of the Coal India dividend. The same thing has to be done for a dollar denominated index. So that is something I don't have a chart on, but useful to see. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. It's
Thank you.
late, I hope. If you have any
So let's go through the charts. Who's first? What did you say? Which chart?
Yeah, so can you show like the move from 65 to 7800 Nifty? How many times you were able to enter stop loss hit and you will be in the
Okay. 65 to 7800.
You mean after February, March?
yeah, sometime in the beginning of this.
So, what type of trader are you?
No, I'm new to market.
You're new to the market. So, what type of trader?
Then
would
EOD,
you like to be?
end of day. New to market has to be end of day.
तो फिर एक ही ट्रेंड मिलेगा.
Exit.
Exit the market.
Entry में जो just intraday.
So if you are a short-term trader means any trader who's like trading for a week, buys and sells within the week. Okay, then you will get many trades because then you can see a 30-minute chart and an hourly chart and a daily chart. You want to do that? Okay. So let's put daily, hourly, and 30-minute chart.
See, right now it is daily.
Is it daily?
This is daily.
Okay.
Zoom it to the January.
Look at the MACD buy in February.
Yes, so you get an MACD. So yeah, how do we start? Like what did I say? How do we start? Yeah, so we start from the higher time frame. So higher time frame is daily over here, right? So we start with daily, and we have a we are looking at January, right? So we have a Kumo breakout over here. Here, this part.
Here?
Yeah. Let's see Kumo breakout. Yeah. Well, what date is that?
Around
This one?
6300 or so.
6300.
And the date?
March.
5th March.
5th March. Okay. And we have an MACD buy over here at what date? What date?
You want the zero line or the bottom one?
No. The MACD, the bottom. Crossover.
That should be 26th.
17th February.
17th February. And that was
5th March.
5th March. Okay. So let's see 17th February and 5th March.
Hourly.
How is the hourly behaving? So on 17th of February we have a daily MACD buy.
Yeah, this is now 17th.
17th of
On 14th February, no sorry. Yeah. Right now the cursor is on 14th February.
14th February.
The vertical line is on 14th February right now.
14th February.
Yeah.
And 14th February को उधर क्या था हमारे को MACD buy था.
हाँ.
Okay. So 17th February. Not 14th February, 17th February, right? So I think what 14th.
17th February it was sideways, did nothing.
Yeah, so we already had a Kumo breakout
Yeah.
before that. One day before that, on the 14th, we had a
Yeah, 14th and 17th. 15th, 16th was a weekend.
yes. So 14th was a Friday, and 17th was a Monday. Okay. So on Monday we had a buy signal on MACD, but before that, on the 14th, we had a Kumo breakout.
Yeah.
Okay. So very clearly the trend was up. So you would enter over here.
Can we assume that MACD was
Sticking.
no more lagging?
Possible.
That is daily time.
That is daily.
Because that is daily.
Daily will be lagging hourly.
Daily will lag.
But that is MACD and this is Kumo breakout. Okay. So, you know, round about those levels where the daily is giving MACD buy or sell, you are going to have a Kumo breakout. अंदाज़ा उसी टाइम पर, then we know that we are in for a trend because we are getting a buy signal at on a larger time frame and a Kumo breakout on a shorter
Yeah,
time
but on
frame.
17th February, we were not aware that the buy is going to come on daily on 5th March.
But
This
this
is too much further ahead.
But that's what. Yeah.
MACD on this hourly will also give us little confirmation.
Yes, obviously, MACD on the RD also will give a very good opportunity over here. If you go to see, it's right at the bottom. But then we do not have any Kumo confirmation. So what I will do is, like we saw daily MACD and we saw hourly Kumo breakout. Let's see the 30 minutes of Kumo breakout. No, over here at the hourly signal. Where is this hourly signal?
This
Yeah,
14th February 3:30.
14th February 3:30. So around at that level, let's see what does 30 minutes do on 14th February.
Yeah, even MACD is given a buy around that.
This is the one?
At 2:30.
2:30 MACD
buy
is given a buy.
2:30.
Yes. And 3:30 hourly has given a buy. And here we are having a Kumo breakout over here. Right?
Yeah.
This level. This is when what date is this?
This is 17th February.
आगे इधर ये वाला.
Same, yeah, 17th.
17th February. So 17th February we are having a daily MACD buy and a 30-minute Kumo breakout. 14th February we are having a Kumo breakout of the hourly. So these are enough confirmations for you to go long. Okay. What should be the target? Generally, the target in a 1 hourly chart is either the previous top. So the resistances that I have written down over here. Okay, if there is any resistance, any flat line above the price at that time, or any previous top at that time, that should be your first target. Okay. In Ichimoku, we do not have, by itself it does not give any target. It's not a pattern, okay, which will give you a target. So by itself it does not give a target. But the targeting system is the resistances and the supports. So if it hits the resistance, okay, then at least get out of 50% of your positions. Okay. And then wait for the red line to be broken. The red line is broken, get out the other half. So how many times this must have happened?
Yeah, but here is one thing. If you talk about exit at the previous top, which was 6106.
This one.
Yeah. Whereas if you see on 18th, in the first 20 minutes it has crossed that top also.
Yeah. So if it crosses the red line again, yeah. If it crosses the
In
red
the
line.
first 20 minutes itself it has crossed that top.
Yes.
This one.
Yeah.
By 10 a.m. it has crossed the top in a half 30-minute chart.
Right.
High is 6116. This is Nifty spot, by the way.
Yeah. So by the way, there are two types of trades. One I said was a Kumo breakout and a signaling trade. The other trades are called pullback trades. Okay. The pullback trades happen when the markets have gone up and when they come down, okay, and touch the cloud or any flat line. In a correction, if they touch the cloud or any flat line, you go on the lower time frame to see if there is a buy MACD signal. So, till now whatever I have been saying is, you see the MACD signal on a higher time frame, on a lower time frame, you see the Kumo breakout. Hello? Is everyone with me? Yes. On the higher time frame, you see the MACD. On the lower time frame, you see the Kumo breakout. In a pullback trade, on a higher time, if it it comes to a support of the cloud or on any flat line, go and check the lower MACD.
To re-enter.
Got it?
To re-enter.
To re-enter.
Okay.
Okay? So only on pullback trades you are seeing a lower time MACD to re-enter. But on a breakout, you are seeing a higher MACD with lower Kumo break. Is that very clear?
Yes.
So, let's see if we can see something on the hourly chart. A correction में आ रहा है नीचे.
Yeah, here. This small dip
The small dip
on
is
20th February.
20th February.
Yeah.
And
To the green line.
this is a green flag. Okay?
And then the again MACD buy.
वो थोड़ा आगे आया है, लेकिन एक नीचे का टाइम फ्रेम में देखना है हमको MACD बाय आया है क्या?
15 minutes.
30 मिनट. ये कौन सा है? कौन सा टाइम है?
Right now this is hourly.
No, ये टाइम क्या है इस बार का?
This one?
This bar.
10:30 AM.
This bar, this red one.
This one.
Yes, this one.
This 3:30 PM. So it closed at that low.
It
That
closed
day.
at that.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was what date?
20th February.
20th February. So let's see on the 21st of February
Yeah.
how it has opened on the
30
30 minute
minute
chart.
Yeah, it opened almost above the green line.
And the MACD?
Yeah, that time only it gave a buy.
Yeah.
You can see the.
So you see there is a pullback. It comes as a support. And the lower time frame gives an MACD buy.
So wait for the next day basically.
It's at 3:30.
Yeah, you can't do it.
You can't do anything. So you have to wait for the next day. So basically, somewhere you will find an MACD buy with a Kumo breakout. Somewhere you will see that there is support level coming and there is a buy MACD at the lower time frame. So there are breakout trades and there are pullback trades. So you have to take both of them. Now all this I am saying, there is a lot of information I am giving. It would really take a lot of time for you to practice it. It's not that कि कल जाके सबको दिखने लग जाएगा कुछ नहीं. By the time you go, by the time you get up in the morning, everything will be jumbled. You really wouldn't know what to do. You really wouldn't know what to do. So you really got to sit and understand it maybe for a week or so on the screen, and then see, just look at each and every line and see how they behave. By tomorrow morning, I promise you everything will go out. Because there is so much of information. Everything will get jumbled up.
There's another thing which I was going to cover tomorrow in any case, because I remember the date in one of my slides tomorrow in options. Around the same time, one of the call ups, I think 6,300 March, gave a buy signal for a huge target. So I'll show you how tomorrow.
Yeah.
But everything coincides at the same time. That is what is important.
Yes. So if other strategies also coincide with this or this matches with the other strategy that you are using, it's great. By the way, talking of options, if you remember, just before the election results were announced, I remember, it was around 6,800 or 6,900 the Nifty, and 7,500 the call was selling at 300, 400.
Yes, it was very high.
It's an amazing opportunity to make money. Getting a cushion of $300
Too short.
if you buy, yeah. If you buy futures,
Buy futures.
if you buy futures and sell call, you're getting a cushion of 350 rupees. 350 points.
सर मोदी ने कुछ किया नहीं ना 2 सर्किट लगे थे
सबको अच्छे दिन इमीडिएटली चाहिए थे.
But within 10 days, okay, वो 6,900 वाला 74, 75 पे ओवर कर रहा था, और वो जो बॉल है ना, it came down less than 100 rupees. So you could make money both sides. 300, 400 rupees points on Nifty and 200 points on the calls that you sold.
Same way the idea of that option fell almost half.
Yes.
Yeah, that is normal. On an event day, it is quite normal.
On a news
They were so exceptionally high.
that was supposed to be a 2 sigma event, it
Yeah.
got to be a 30.
Yeah. So that was a great strategy at that time.
That was mainly because of volatility came down.
Yeah, we are not talking of that. Obviously, it has to be like that. But we had bullish signals. So why not?
That day, even if the price would have gone up, your option would have crashed.
They did.
Same thing happened.
In fact, we made a statement prior to that, like options will not give you money on that.
Buying option.
You made a statement.
Same thing happens with Infosys results.
Yeah.
Everyone is buying calls and put nothing paid, only shorting which pays.
If you remember right, at the end of the day, we had a pair, a B as well as a call. Both of them gave money. I think.
Shorting.
Yeah, Shiva. I think Shiva's tweet said that he made money on both ends.
Yeah.
I'll differ with you with respect to Infosys. You make money in buying the call, but you should exit at least one day before the result comes.
No, I'm talking about after the result.
After the result.
A lot of people buy that. You're talking about a different strategy. I accept. What we were talking about after the event.
You're saying the run up to the event.
No, no.
Lot of people buy.
Last 3 quarters we made money.
Lot of people buy Infosys call or put for the results.
One
So
day
they
before.
say.
One day before.
One day before.
Oh, that is
3 days before.
That's killing.
That's dangerous. That's
That's
absolutely
killing. You
insane.
cannot make money in that. Until unless it jumps up by 500, 600, or 700.
One side.
Once in a year.
Once in a year, once in 10 years.
During this result season, we saw most of the stock options, the high beta stocks like Coats, then JP, all that IBs were quoting 115, 120%. Few was there like 140%.
No, even Infosys, even if it jumps 10%, what people do is like let's say it's 3,000. People will buy 3,500 bucks. That will not appreciate. Even if Infosys goes up 500.
Absolutely.
The 3,000 call will appreciate.
That is because that is the cheapest option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even then they will not make money.
People are so scared to lose money that they keep
But
losing.
they end up losing everything.
Yeah, that they keep losing. The more you are scared of something, the more it will harass you. Yes. So any more charts that we need to see? Hindalco, daily now,
Date.
current. Hindalco daily and
Last 3 months you can take, or last 2 months you can take.
what did you say?
You are long or short?
Tata Motors.
Tata Motors.
Liquid.
Last chart, both the long
Nickel.
term.
कमोडिटी के चार्ट है आपके पास?
This is Hindalco hourly. You want Hindalco daily.
So what type of trader are you? Why are you calling?
Only option and weekly.
Options weekly. Options weekly.
Options weekly means
I buy options at support.
No, holding period 1 week. That's what it is.
Holding period is week.
1 week.
It is weekly, but what?
Not weekly charts.
What type of chart do you take?
Daily chart.
EOD chart and weekly holding period.
Daily.
And it's long or short? Long options or short?
Buy, long.
Long options. I don't sell options.
Okay. So when you are doing, let me understand your plan. So when you say you want to buy only options, so how much do you want to take? Like you want to double the premium or what?
1:6.
And supposing if the premium is 10 rupees, what is yours?
10 rupees. Target should be 100.
Target should be 100. Okay.
And
So
I lose 10.
okay. So what you are looking is 5 folds increase.
Average.
10 fold.
10 plus
10 to 100. No, 100.
50 or 60.
10 का 50.
10 का 15. So 5 fold increase.
Finally,
So you buy out of the money calls.
No.
Then
Assuming that right now it is 177.
uh,
The previous high
हाँ.
About 180.
That is out.
That's out of money.
Yeah.
177 और 185 में क्या होगा? कितना difference?
It is out of the money. It will get a difference, it is out of the money. Yes, it is out of the money. If it is not in the money, not at the money, it is out of the money.
Even 180 is out of money.
So 177 or 177. So like if you buy, okay. So now just putting this into perspective, if you buy at 177 a call of 185 rupees at say 10 rupees,
3 rupees.
3 rupees, and you expect it to go to 20 rupees,
It will go to 150 rupees.
it will go to about 15 rupees. That means Hindalco has to go from 178 to at least 195 to 1.
That is what you are saying. Previous time.
Yes.
The previous.
So only when that movement comes, and it should come at a pretty fast time.
So you are talking about a 10% increase in Hindalco stock price.
In 5 look at last 6 months is going only in a trend channel.
Yeah, now you are talking about something different. You are talking about a weekly channel.
Not weekly, daily में.
Yeah, it is on
No,
weekly.
we are not looking at channel. What I am looking at is you are expecting a 10% increase.
That's it.
Okay, in the share price for you to achieve your goal. Okay. So how do you make up? I mean, supposing you don't have it, what do you use? Intuition.
Not distribution. Right now I am doing in a channel.
Right.
Second I use we are somewhat resistant. Third,
No, what he is saying is you are the bottom of the channel. He is targeting the top of the channel. Right?
this time that would be the strategy.
Okay. So this is a daily chart.
Yeah.
So we have an MACD cell over here in the daily chart. Okay. The trend is high. The trend is up. Okay. We are having a daily MACD cell. What date?
Which one?
A daily MACD cell.
This?
No, in the end, last
August.
1st August.
1st August. Okay. It's like almost at the bottom of that. Okay.
Price was 183 low, 184 close.
183 close.
184.3 close
Okay. Look at 60 minutes.
on 1st August. This is the close. This candle is the.
So we do not have a valid Kumo breakout, okay? Because the Chicago is inside.
Yeah.
The Chicago is inside the cloud. We do not have a valid Kumo breakout.
You are talking about a short ending.
Yeah, we have a sell signal, right?
Yeah.
So we are seeing whether we could have taken that short or not, right? So we would not take that short because here the Kumo breakout is not happening.
But that is above the cloud.
What?
वो पिछले चार्ट में बड़े चार्ट में
हाँ, MACD ने सेल सिग्नल दिया है, तो हम ये आके देख रहे हैं कि भाई लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में ट्रेंड चेंज हुआ है। लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में ट्रेंड चेंज नहीं हुआ है। ओके, लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में चेंज हुआ है यहाँ पर, एट दिस पॉइंट, यहाँ पर, यहाँ ये पॉइंट, वहाँ यहाँ,
This one.
यस।
That is on set.
पर इसमें कुमो ब्रेकआउट नहीं, नीचे जाके तो आएगा कुमो ब्रेकआउट।
यहाँ पर आया ना?
7th August.
7th अगस्त को नहीं आया ना, चिकागो नीचे आया है क्या? नहीं आया ना, चिकागो यहाँ पे नीचे है।
You are talking about this.
This is the Chicago and the corresponding value should be this. Here.
This.
Here. This gap down.
That gap down.
Ah,
Yeah.
here. Yeah, that is 8th August.
Yes. 8th अगस्त को Kumo breakout आया है और हमारे को वो 4th अगस्त को MACD से आया है। 1st August. So you know that's I would not take this trade. Okay, I would not take this trade. I would want it to be really simultaneous. Maybe exactly at the same time or maybe one day here and there. But first को वो आया और 8th को ये आया। I would say
is not valid.
it's not valid. Okay. अभी नहीं listen.
Disregard and study.
see, we are talking about daily and hours, but somebody who is doing hourly and 30 minutes, उसके लिए वो तो आएगा ही। क्योंकि hourly में MACD यहाँ पे सेल आया है, ओके? और उसके थोड़े 6-7 घंटे बाद यहाँ पर सही दिया उन्होंने। सो आवरली और 30 मिनट्स में जो ट्रेड कर रहा है उसके लिए बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, क्योंकि उसका जो प्रॉफिट मोटो भी है वो कमती होगा ना। दिस इज लाइक वेयर डिड इट कम डाउन टू
This low?
या व्हाट इज दिस लो?
183.15.
नो दिस लो इज 183
The way
Yeah.
where the cursor is.
दिस लो
उसके पहले वर्टिकल लाइन बना है
ये वाला
नहीं ये वाला ये रेड कैंडल वाला ये रेड कैंडल वाला हाँ ये इसके पहले वाला
तो दो कैंडल पहले
This one?
No.
Oh, you can show it here.
because 185 you are getting a sell because it's gapped down from 192 and your target is 183. You're not worth taking this. Okay, so you would have to leave this alone.
How about holding the
Okay. So no, let me finish with this. Okay. So what of option are? No, I didn't understand. You asked me to do something.
No. अभी सुन रहा था, I was just listening.
You don't have any option strategy for it.
इसका option strategy मैंने दूसरा इसमें लिया, इसका मैं just try set.
जिसका लिया option strategy वो बताओ.
I've taken the option strategy. I put it in a different setup, not on this setup.
हाँ, तो कहाँ पर लिया? वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आपको.
मैंने 177 पे लिया.
17 अच्छा वही जो आप बता रहे थे.
Yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday.
I mean, why the virtual? No, that is talking about long.
He bought a call on 185.
177 में आपने calls लिया.
177 में I took 185 call.
Okay. So
हाँ.
177 was the bottom of that trend channel.
Okay.
Yes, I don't see your this one Ichimoku giving a long signal.
Exactly. So this is what I am saying. आपने 177 के भाव में 185 का कॉल लिया है. Now you understand Ichimoku. Now tell me whether you should have bought it or not.
No.
That's what. So why you shouldn't have bought it?
Because that lower time frame itself hasn't given a breakouts.
Absolutely. We are in a downtrend. Even in the lower time frame. Higher time frame में हम लोग uptrend में लेकिन sell signal मिला हुआ है. और lower time frame में हम लोग trend down में हैं. We cannot think of buying this.
What I think he is trying to suggest is when you get the buy signals in lower time frame, you will have the momentum preview which will take you quicker there.
Exactly.
The time decay will not be there.
Now you will face 2 days time decay till it goes above that signal.
See, if you are an option buyer, time is totally against you.
3 plus another 3 days to do it. Like it will not go immediately next
See,
year.
if you are playing against the time, you got to be precise.
Tomorrow
you have to really buy very precise.
Tomorrow we'll see the actual price of the